kublai pi barok ni pliang subhai pi shkane thup kubor jungi upet ngor cable news haswa bing ne kemi ki kubor ki babnia ane gajan miet ngena phai shash kimat bakong san jong kubor menta katayo on yakun biang uba Vincent H Palai ki election MP shteng samoy na kapenta ka Shillong Parliamentary Constituency na keseng Congress lepen krek gejala Meghalaya bande ke special intensive revision kinong shong kalapangap ki tur secretariat bandawai kahok bad kejingada ka than kapur kahima suara kanang pediang ki election JCM na markam dan kejing kini KCM hakane kahima ujor ejahar ukpai orang basnong bad VDP kapenter halor kejunyap ukun jong lab ya kamet ba 4 laban itu na kawai ka krem doyong ha East Hills leo ba presiden tunsong yang kesurok bad jingking thamai ha umyam bypass bad pelat pad ba menteri rangba ki khandai pesan tiligi kali ban penankam dagat tenat pulit ka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee hak singi palai jong tayo kalapan bana ba presiden jong ke MPCC uba Vincent H Pala unya kun kum kertong jong ke seng Congress hak election shteng samoy jong ka election MP shak Lok Sabha na ka Shillong Parliamentary Constituency Presiden ka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC ubalong ru kertong jong ke seng Congress na kebentak election shteng samoy shak Lok Sabha hak election keban selongshen ulapan pau ke Congress kebun kinong elam ha keseng kumta kam dan kam menshim keliang ki kertong ki bana shabar keseng tang menekonik election habakran ki la patai ku bor ka khat sau trik ujemang arhajar arpun riau ula kenok babon ki wei pat kiseng ki jule kumta namar kim dan ki kertong na lagi jong ki rensan ndai ka Congress ka syem ya karai ban yang bed da ki bana pok keseng hi ula kedau badan armut kina hikai ki balong ru kinong mikmat betbet ki badan ha kan ki jinge ko ndai ki ne kim dai ki bala shampang ha kamsan perthai la de nu jor badu ulalong MP lalai sien ulong bakum ba kino hikai kilong ki doctorate mauru udai ublade pegijing pule engineering bat baro ki dai ki bla tristom manyo ki degree ndai ha kakam election pat gijing snow pegijing buram upat ba kakam halor banyak ki degree pule ula kedauru ba kan ki election kan long gijing kun ke bajor hapreng bod kisang bat kumilenti ba uba san borsulai ke BJP ubalong MLA bat menteri ubala rem unong upertong baklan walau la keno bagi BJP ke persang ban tombor ki kristan hendrai don hi kristan berang ai vote aka ula pentep ba ke jing kon kan long hapreng ke BJP Congress NPP UDP ki wei de ki kertong klemseng kamtam namar ke NPP ke long ke baklan namar ke don ha ke jing sensyar ula pen kan mau bu kertong ke NPP udai ubala don lupa ha Congress mensyua ba udai ru parlok be jan badu nalor kini ula kedo baga VPP la ne ki wei ki seng kemla ban long kom ki balong mensyua nama gejeng kelak kertong ke penlongi pat ba bendon bon kilat banjet bat kimon ke baper hak ke kenti laban kedau hang ne bana ke benta ke election shteng samoy banjid UMP kat hadu menta ke NPP ke lepen bena ya ke kerteng u Dr DRL nonglat banlong u kertong u balarung ru syek seng NPP ke ni kisi ke belalet ka VPP ke ladat ban bena u Dr bat scam merbo banlong kertong bat ka Congress kan penyakon du UMP barem u ba Vincent H Pala.
And I request all people to support me as usual. Sometimes, for 2.5 years I was out of power. I could do lots of my personal works also. Actually, this time also, like before I told you that we in the party, we decided that we should not hire people to fight elections. Like many other parties, they don't have candidates from their party. So for the sake of fighting elections, they call someone from here and there. So we don't do that. We Congress, we decided that we should not be covered. We should face. You tell the public what is wrong, what is right, and especially for me, many people used to tell what Pala has done for the last 15 years. So I will give it to you also. Maybe we'll work out today or tomorrow. We'll spread it through social media. If required, I'll give a proper press conference on this issue, what we have done. I think if you see in terms of performance in Parliament, and I never talk much about myself, but I think time has come that we should say, so we should tell the public. It is in the public domain. If you see among all the MPs so far, I think my attendance percentage shows that I'm very sincere. My attendance is 92% compared to others 67%. In terms of participating in the House, be in raising questions, I raised more than 260 questions compared to others only 18, 19 questions. But when I raised, I didn't tell the social media. When they raised, they told the social media. In terms of bill in the Parliament, I also introduced a bill for the protection, preservation of the scheduled tribe, and it's the 6th schedule. I also raised a bill for the coal mining. I also raised a bill for the inclusion of Khasi and Garo in the eighth schedule. I also raised a bill. So many things how to protect the people like they call the maid servants and all in the house. I raised so many bills, introduced bill, but the other nobody has done that. Nobody has introduced a bill and all. Only thing is that then they said Pala has not done anything. In terms of development, I used to tell people when I became a member of parliament, we didn't have even an airport. Today we have a beautiful airport. We didn't imagine if I was not there then to go from here to Garus, we have to always to go through Assam. But today we have a road from Shillong up to Turia by Nongstoin. Today Nongstoin is connected to Chaigaon, Nongstoin is connected to Ramrai, Nongstoin is connected to even Wakaji, Nongstoin is connected even to Wablei. So West Kasi has been well connected compared to others. And so many roads actually which we have done, all the national highways, the initiative. Only the delayed like the Shillong Western Bypass, the Shillong Dauki and Jawai Western Bypass. It was delayed because of the land acquisition. Otherwise, all done those days when I was there. And even this green corridor, I have papers also which the government is towards the end. Me and a few of my MPs from BJP, when I met the minister, so he promised us that the road from Shillong up to Silchar will be widened up. That's why the green corridor came. So lots of things which we have done. I've got all the papers on this too. It was there also on social media. So I hope that people will come back to the Congress and we can continue doing the work which we had done before. But education is one thing, but elections in dealing with the public is another thing. I always used to say that most of the people, human beings, when they die and then they'll be judged in heaven, whether you'll go to heaven or you go to hell. But for politicians, I think people already judge them right from here on earth. So that's very important. Dealing with the public, your behavior and everything has to be there. So as a politicians, I know that we are not 100% perfect, but the public will judge who's who, what is what. By professions, they are both doctorates. And by profession, I'm also an engineer. So I know the work of the engineer, how to become an engineer, how to become a doctorate. So equality is very hard work. It's not that easy. Everybody has got their own wisdom. As a doctorate, they have specialized ones in different subjects. So as an engineer, the degree is one thing, but you're dealing with the public, the sentiments, your ethics and respects and how you speak to the public. The public will be judged by those rather than not only look only at the degree. Degree is one thing. I don't say that the degree is also one thing, but dealing with the public, I think, is very important. Multi-corner contest. For example, BJP, hopefully Sanbor will be there as a candidate. He's strong. He is 4 or 5 times MLAs and he's a sitting minister. Definitely he'll be strong. BJP also is very strong. Though BJP has tried to crush the Christians, but still Christians voted for the BJP. And if you see them, I'm very confident another candidate will come. A new party will come also. Maybe normally towards the end, people will start forming their own party and they'll come strongly, because it's not that they come suddenly. They will plan and they strategize and they come. What I could sense is that not only the BJP and the Congress, the NPP and the UDP, definitely there will be an independent, there will be another parties. So the candidates, the election will be multi-corner contest. It's not only a triangular contest like what you say. And definitely MPP will be strong because they are in the government. Their NPP candidate was in the Congress with us. He was a general secretary with us. He contested the election from the Congress. So I know him well. He's a nice man, a friend of mine. Same thing, Batskem also, he's not new. He was a spokesperson of the VPP, and people will think now. But definitely, I think the VPP is what the VPP was before. It may not be this time like before. Same thing what NPP before, it may not be this time. What the Congress was before, it might not be this time, because there's a change in the candidates. There's a party may be the same, but the public will have more choice and more options also.
Chief Electoral Officer Kejala BDR Tiwari hak singi baar jeng ketayo ulang bakatnat election Kejala Meghalaya kelalong ke belapan krek lupa ban sedang ya ke Special Intensive Revision SIR katkum gejing betah jeng ke Election Commission keri. Hak singi palai jeng ketayo ke Election Commission keri kela betah iki kandru teli Kejala kentop ya Kejala Meghalaya ban le ya ke SIR hak wat ke balai ban pensisha ban penbet renti iki kerteng jeng kinong tap vote. Hakakat Tarik Ujemang Arhajar Arpunrio, Chief Electoral Officer Kejala Meghalaya, BDR Tiwari. Ula pentip bagatana election kelapan kreak ban penterekam ya ke Special Intensive Revision SIR. Katkum kapor ke belabuk dake Election Commission keri. Kania kajing jurep ban pensisha kinong tap vote kan bishar ya kajat dan ke lineage leng baki kimiki kepa negi kepa temen kibladun kerteng lupa. Rengkat bat gajeng penbiang ya kisaki dagi identity certificate kibak Election Commission keri keladap penbit. Katkum ka Citizenship Act Uniu Chief Electoral Officer ula pensyai baga tarik bakhat do neka deadline naga bentai ke bakah India kadai kisitrik unai tung ka kandai sepak prapunyo. Badan cimru eka tarik una opera Arhajar Sau kabalalet bar kebeladap penbit ha ke SIR ke Bamenshwa ha Meghalaya. UBDR Tiwari ula penpau babaro kino tri election kum di BLO bagi supervisor kila kloy ban pendap ikan kam ke bakentop ru ik jinglit bishar na ka bagi jeng shkawipan. Aga juga por ula kentu ik sengsan pertai bentung ya ki booth level agent kam tam namar ke jingtip alor kani kadang duna ha kejela wala ke jing trai kalong ke basai. Liatur bakum ba prapau nak sispa ki kerteng ha ketop nang tap vote ke bamenta kila long ke beladap pencisha kabalong kadak ke babha swaban sedang ya kani ke SIR ha kejela berok kawai.
SIR process, as you all are aware, it already happened in the two phases, first in Bihar and after that in the 12 state. And accordingly, SIR is the special intensive revision, and in this one, the entire voter list, they do the verification, and there are the three consecutive dates. First is the 1st July to 1987 as per the Indian Citizenship Act. That is the deadline. Whoever born before that in India, they are Indian citizen by birth. And moreover, once the previous SIR happened in the states, so that deadline will also be taken, which is like December 2004 in the state of Meghalaya. So whosoever name is there, they just search the lineage, and accordingly lineage to be established for the verification of the existing voters, and as well as either their mother, father, or the in lineage the grandparents, they should be the voter at least in that one, and they have to produce in the people who are become a teen year after that, then they have to at least the lineage and all that, their previous record about the parents, grandparents, lineage, etc., and then along with the proof of identity, and that list of identity certificate is also been provided by Honorable Election Commission. So we do the verification, and as it has already happened in other states, similarly Meghalaya is also ready for the SIR exercise as per schedule announced by Honorable. Schedule as per given by the Election Commission, accordingly the house to house survey will also be there, and the entire exercise as per schedule it will go.
Usually how much time?
Usually I can't say, whatever schedule will be provided, accordingly it will be there. So as per the schedule. No, as per the census operation is already ongoing, it is notified, and schedule of SIR will be announced subsequently or in future by the Election Commission of India.
Because serious allegations have been raised on this exercise saying that it's targeting a particular community in the country, sir.
I can't comment over that, but wherever any no such complaint have been proven, and everything happened very transparent manner, very free fair manner, entire exercise across the country, and we are very confident it will be as per law and very transparent.
Ki nong shong shnong katan lapangap rengkat bagi kenuhun seng balang hagasing balang jong katayo. Kilawantor Shikanong Ba Shillong Ban Penlong ya kejing ki akamat ke Sekretariat Ban Penrem ya ke Sarkar MDA halor kejing Bam Shimkia Banwan Ra kejing Suk ba kejing Shingan Kinong Shong Shnong Kibashong Basa akatan Kaput Kajela Meghalaya Bat ka Karbi Anglong Jong Kajela Assam. Hadian kani usumbut Menteri Rang Ba Kajela Ba Senyaw Balangdhar ulakot ekran Kinong Ilam Shnong Bat Kiseng Bhalang Bat ai kejing kular ba ke Sarkar kan penbiang ya kibor pahara da ke babuat di pulet SF10 hagan negatan kenang ban ajing ada ki pat ba kamtam kinong rap ki balet ban rap ban riang. Haka kalai Tarik Jemang Arajar Arpundrio, Kesor Shillong Kalasawa de Kesor Jing Penrem, ya Kesorkar MDA. Namar Gejing Bam Shimkia Jongka Banwan Ra Gejing Suk ba Gejing Shingan na kebentai Kinong Shong Shnong Kala Pangap. Ki Basyong Basa Kaput Kejela Meghalaya bat ka Karbi Anglong Jong Kejela Assam. Kani Gejing Bitar kelami hadian bagi Nong Shong Shnong kilamat Gejing Syak Pendik bat Jing Syak Pentut kebajur ha Gejet Benriau Karbi kebelah ta Ashibuan kalet kawan bat ka Kamai Jongki. Hakani kesini ke penlong ya kejing ki Kinong Shong Shnong rengkat kejing senok tilang bagi Kiseng Bhalang ki bagentup ke KSU ke GSU ke GNC bat ki Wede. Kilawantur sya Sekretariat Bandawai ke hok bagi kejing ada ke Bapura na ke benta ke Shnong ke Thau Jongki. Kipat ba Nong Shong Shnong ki belebi tarjor nomor kejing Syak Pendik ju Kinong Rap ki Karbi kilatur kensan sya Sekretariat. Ban penbor ke Sarkar bagi ban Shimkia Mardor ke Negakam. Kani kejing tur kensan kalau penlong ya kejing long jingman belajan kulmar na kejing kangki pulit mereka belah syak menyat bat poy ha kerdop ke Sekretariat langkot noi kikat tu kani kinong yalam bendik ekran bat ki Menteri Sarkar syuha ban poy syakani kejaka ke bahasa Sekretariat ka kenhun ki kle kendu syuha habarik point bat buat sekejingat bat ba syumat sana mukyang nang ba ubadun hajan civil hospital kani kejingat kelong ban penpau ba kejing Shong jing sa ba kejing Tri jing ta jugi hakatan kaput kamlong syuk ke basingan. Kinong Shong Shnong kilapan pau ba kam rap ke kam ka penbiang ya kejing jongki. Neri metapat kemla asyuk bandet cikilengka nama kejing Syap Tiang yo dan kejing tombor biang jongki Karbi. Baju tombor bat pendik yakina ke Kapor. Kinong Shong Shnong kini kesini kilabu ik sautli kemat jing dawa kiba kemat ke Sarkar. Kajing dawa ke Bandingkong kedai bagi Sarkar kedai Bandweng Nok Mardor kejing pendik ya Kinong Rap kenang bakin la ban rap ban riang klaim ganu kejing Syap Tiang halaki jong kilengka. Kebaar ke dawa badi Bandweng Nok ekakam ki pulet Assam ke badan halum pentor. Namar kini kejaka kahap apa kajing kemi jong Kisnong lapangap hi. Kabalai Kinong Shong Shnong ki dawa bagi Sarkar kedai Bandpenbed ya ulan ba peni ha GPS bat Google Map ubah ke Sarkar Assam kalapen baklan nerin jubor ke Kendau ke Meghalaya. Kabakat doa kidawa bagi Sarkar ke dibentung ki pulit pahara banedai Kinong Rap baro hala pangap kenang banat kejing tombor ki Briau ki bana Assam bat banara kejing Shong Suk Shong San ke baskem bat ke bani Aslam.
Selamat Langgar, selamat Langgar, hari lejang, hari lejang, hari lejang, hari lejang. Hari lejang, Konrad Salma, Konrad Salma, Konrad Salma, Konrad Salma, Preston Kunsong, Preston Kunsong.
Xanh kumba gitre suk hang ne ngiru mi kwa banyo ya garap suk dam xanh ong ban wan ong bang wan ban kelumari kike tang bangi kwa ga hokke njuru hang njuru kupar bagi dai ban yang mardot ya gitu gi polis go chong hang thor lo pangap da sisa hai ga long ga area chong kala pangap bad hang njuru kupar ga sarkar ke dai ban yang no ya tu GPL slan badro daga kardi hadu tad hadu andala dep sam andala dep ha ya pudel sam hang ta kila bandro lene ban le kad ba kimon kumjuru hagu cukup par gitu gi polis Meghalaya andara dep ngai ya putu sam hang ta kan kila ban yo hang no ki wa ban song ya mentahi ukut jong wasong gitu sa gitu gi polis asam udai be jongo lepangap omdai jongga asam kumta kan yiwan hang ne yiwan dawa ya ke ho uppa jongki udap ubiang tang ba uppa jongi bat dikun jongi upendi ke ta kadang ngiru ngim laisa tang da gijin jenjar sudah apa lepangap nadu pesencar ke MDA tu kata gawan gijin jenjar nadu arpel lai arpel saw armustan arpel riu hadu menta ap ci ap ya no pan ya dang ap haba ka pola tali hato ngilaban ap ka jingyap ka ap ya ni menta
Coba, jangan melihat Thailand jangan nih, jangan mereka juga, jangan melihat Thailand.
Namar ke jingmam semua shingancho halag shinong katau kinong shinong kalapangat ke bejumat ek jing syak pendik ba jing syak thombor hai ke jet bendreu karbi kabla kata ek kami kaji jing ram ha ka khalai trik jemang ar hajar ar pun rio kilawan kia shinong ba shilong ban penpal ke jing sungu bitar kinong shinong rengkat ke jing kersan bapura ni seng balang ke bagentup ek KSU GSU GNC bad HFU kilawan tur syakamat ke secretariat shilong bandawai ke hok bad ke jing ada ke bapura na ke bentak shinong katau kini ke jing ki kelas dang na do umat sana mukyang nang ba ubudun hajan ke civil hospital Shillong ba kilaya chuduk secretariat ban penpaw ke jing sokya halor ka jimle jubor ke sarkar Assam ke bela penlong kinong rat ban chong sir bat syap tiang manled chikilengkha bakin pendap lagi kam wahet chnong ka lapangap uba Taiwan mi lengdo abakran nang ngi ula penpaw ban do ka senam arajar pulai kinong shnong kilamat ke jing penting pensimiat bat kim yo asyo ban rap ban riang da basok namar ke jing bentot maman la kapor da ki karbi wala la penlong ya ke peace meeting ha ke santrek ujemang ha khanduli ndai kam sunadan kanu kanu ke jing kala ne kerai ke bapen singan ni kinong sok snong wat adien bagi karbi ke lapan por ban pensengu tho ya ki parajat ben riu jongki ka jingsha akanglat bat ke jingsha abe aki Assam rangkat ki karbi kadang beteng hadu mentah kabla penlong ya kador bar snong ban bo de jing dawa ki betek ya hakmat ke sarkar MDA ki jing dawa ki bagas snong kala kentu ke sarkar ki kentu ba ke sarkar ke ban aino ya karai ke bakat do ban penne ya ke jing sok nang bagi nong sok snong kin yo ban rap ke basok ban weng no mardor ka kam ki pulit Assam na lum penthor ke bahab apa snong lapagap bat ban penbet no ya ulan uba penni ke GPS bat Google Map uba ke sarkar Assam kala pen bakla ban ring jubor syaga kendau ka Meghalaya nang tak la dawaru bak sarkar ke dibentum no ki pulit pahara banyada igi nong rap baro hala pangap nang banat ke jing tombor ki nong Assam bat banwan ra ke jing sok ke bayaine wahe chnong ula kentu bak sarkar ke dei bencim kya mardor ke negamat namar kalong ke basmusi ben i bawat lada ke di paranong India bagi no shnong kala pangap kila sulong merau hala ke jong ke jaka namar ke jing mamnon ke jing shngan bak ke jing ada ke babiang naki bor ke sarkar
Tôi cái chứng quan trong cái nông sản hàng tây nó mà vẫn có phor người dawa vẫn người terpat rồi như cái phor men và kan yarap yang ikan tam yang nong rep trong cái và nado usne maraja rokolai và nado mentah cái nong rep trong cái le rep trong bersih trong septing và cái chứng phân thuốc trong cái karbi ru nó có phor tengah yui và nado araja rokolai nado mentah và nado yang phor men kam chim như cái sinjam ke bawah tang ba mangi kun kinong song yang jauh ban suk ka te ke jaka tadai na kata kata ka penlong yang ni kun kinong song ban wan song ban dawa na ka format ba ka format ka te ban le ai ha jingi te ban kene kam tang ba kinong rep jong ni kin jauh ban le suk lam don ba penteng ba prosmai ba lam don ro ba dawa ya ka hok jong ni kun kinong song
mangi i kala don kata kajing persyang jongki ban wan rai kajing suk ak te ka than ke i ka baja hadien jong katu kajing persyang jongki
katoyo la se kadai tang kajing kran buto to nong karbi namar hawa ja to kesan tarik jong ne punai kala dap ya pelong ya to ka peace meeting hate kan beli dan kalian jong ki karbi ki pha ap yang bagi ong ba yai ap stang arsni nang mengin pen kenang mengin pelum penlang ya ki pa karbi ban persel tho iki bat hadin katangin ai biang ka jeng pentip sapi to ka jeng pentip ka baba tengi yai ap ya kita arsni padadin kata ka ars ngiru kat pompat yo ko ko na kaleng jong to karbi uang ba siap hayai ap sakat to kate tingin nang yai ap ado kus nginong kong jong kate tingin i ba ado kus nginong kong jong kate yo ko bor kampoy ka ba yo ka bor ba bagen tadai na kata ba na kaleng jong ikum ki nong song snong tamar mangiyo i ba ka kamrep pala der ta tomban seri ki nong song snong man perkat ko ba ki jingmut ban yele dawa na ka kornan kakane ka kamera ko jong
hatu kadang don ke jing sha khang ba phin le rap hak ki jaka ke badan ajan jong ka karbi
oh jadu manta ke jing sha khang lat ke jing sha pentu ta kine kinong karbi bat kam tam yu gitu ki pulis Assam ki ba song ha to lum pentor lapangam paman bagi nong song jong ki le rap seto gitu ki pulit bat ki karbi ki wan bagi ban pentu bat lek be le jayu ki nong rap song na gitu jaka rap
ke kajing kwa jong phi menta ka singi ma ban pitsmo sa sarkar
em na galeng jong ikam ka kum ka dorbal snong ka jing kwa ka bakong san na ka long ba mangi kum kinong song snong ni yo ban ni ka kormen ka dai ban ai ka ta ka rai ka bakatu ba mangi ka kum kinong song snong ni yo ban de rap sukang te ka ba arban ka kormen ka dai ban yakren bat ka kormen jong Assam nang babaro arstit kini perkat ban weng swa ya kita ki ya ketuka pulis kam temporary pulis kam jongka Assam hoto bilu pentot nang makan long singan yang ikinong rem kebalai na kaleng jongi kedor basnong ida waba yo to GPS line kubalamak daka Sorkar Assam sudah way dong pentut ya kim lang sa lang jongi ke besong kita ki boda ini kita ngikut kerpat daka government kita ban pendam no sistem don yo le GPS lai nang bakan nom pentut yang ngikinong ki besong basa kita ki boda kat bompat biang lane kat bompat pendep yo putusam kita thai
Kalau so dan kecing kat kan mendasi benak yang jong pi kai karai sohun
am karai ka bakatu ikadai jong pajba nong song song la dai bagi pajba nong song song ki yo ya karai ka ba ko bomot yo la se ka kam dia la dai bagi nong song song kim yo ya karai na ka government ka ba yo la se ki nong song song ki la ban sa ne so song hatu ban da yo ya kita ki jumut ka ba la ki jumut ka ba jang ro ba so
I kedan kajing sim sting ya kani kamat harai kaba pelong ba kat haduk mentar pimpat kinong senong kimpat iyo kata kajing sup jing sanya pok senong kataung tai
hoi kani kadai kajing singting jong ka government namala dai ba ka government ka ya kendo barabor bat ka government jong ka Assam harai ba maki kin kila ban ai karai dan kila ban ai lat yang ikum kinong rem namar mangirum kinong ngi yalong hakaju kari para nong India. Tabalay yang ngilong marawa kada kita leco.
There are many peace talks with the Karbi people, and all those peace talks are in vain. Nothing has been done. There has been no, even the government, if our government cannot protect our people, then who will protect us? The Assam government also did nothing to talk with the Karbi people. Actually, what we want is peace. They are also tribal people, we are also tribal people. What we want is peace. We don't want any war or any kind of fighting among ourselves. But it seems like that is what they want. They want us to fight against them. And this is a message to Karbi people. We have had enough. We are fed up, even of our own government also. And if we have to go to war with them, we will go. We are ready with the Khasi Students Union along with the people of Lapangap. We are fed up of our government. After how many years our people are surviving in their paddy field, going to work, plowing the field, but still our government cannot protect our people. So if they cannot do that, then we have to take the matters in our own hand. That is what we want to do.
Henry kajing yopan odi tu kebaro kala long dirpor ke kadai jig jundo nong ga khrab hai nong rep ke mentau snempat la de ke por ga samoy ban her ban rep Henry kajing ka peteng biang ka mi biang kajing ha ka ba ki kulit Assam ki kimsha ba ki nong rep ki wan rep kadang jing hangla ki ke ngi ba hadu manta mani ka kam dei kam mi so mislah ra kam long pher mo kam katai
jika ai pakajing dawa jong pi ka sarkar mentakas ni lada piyo benit ya kendu iki
ka jing dawa jongi ba kalong ba tanggawehi ba kinong rep kide ban yorep oi ni so ba man pembek upur usam ka simpor kadang kami sarkar ban yo ke por ka ba biang ba Henry ka bakongsan hi kalong ba kinong rep kide ban yo ban rep hakilang khala jong kamar kam kitu kilang kha kimde ki jong ki Karbi kide ki jong ki dok Islam jong ki jong pangap angte ki chong hok dan hok ban lagi rep bakin lum ban lang yuk ba phau
Kesorkar MDA lengbau sembut Menteri Rangba Kejelau ba asnyau balanghar kelashim kesenjam ke memardor banekan bikin ngilam snong kalapangap bat keseng balang hadian kejingwan turjung kipat ba sya secretariat hasunong kini kejing ki kelami na kejing bitar lor kejing mamyo syuk kinong rap bandet cikilengkha nama kejing tombor ke babeteng na keleng ki Karbi ha kejaka kaput ha West Janta Hills ha kejing elang ke beladon lang ki hek sorkar bagi bor pulet kesorkar kelakular ban pembiang ki bor pahara na ke bobokno igi pulet SF10 Hakipus ke badan hangan ngatan nado kas nipalai. Deputy Commissioner ke District West Janta Hills Abhinav Kumar Singh. Ulawan hi syasurak ban pensengawa kamad ba kaliang kajing singan kan long kakam ka ba kamat dia ban mau rengkat baru SP kena hi syamadan ban pitikna ba kakam rep kamriang kan yat bed kam kanu kajing song sir. Uba asnyau balang dhar ula pensyai bagani kajing penbiang pulit ke de banyadai kala di okam yo jam joki nong rep hakane ka ayom rep bat om dei banyadai bat ka kamput kamsam kabadang yat hakaran san ekran apdeng ki artli gijela ule thuru bagajing ekran bag sarkar Assam kan sabeteng biang leng bagi regional committee shan hadian bag sarkar Assam kala penbet gid khot thamai jongka halor kene kajing kular kinong sok snong kilarai ban sange no ekajing ki ndai kila maham tenge belada ka sarkar kamla ban pendep elaka kular kin sami biang baneki da ka bakham teng
The people of Lapangap village and some of the NGOs met me about this Lapangap issues. So there is some things happening for the last few days. So about now it's a time to go for the farmer has it's a time to go to cultivate their land. So there is some disturb from the Karbi side. So about the issue they met me. So we had a very fruitful and good meeting with them. So but I showed them from the government we try to do at our level best to protect our people. Peace should be maintained as usual. And they are coming and discussing about this, their livelihood which are a part of the village Lapangam, which has been normal for the last so many have been cultivated paddy field in the Karbi side. That this is not about Bora issues, it's their state level subject. So today they came and request us, so it seems some of the Karbi people disturb them. So we are assured that we'll provide them full force from tomorrow onwards. So make sure the cultivate should be nicely, nobody should disturb.
So will you also take up this matter with counterparts?
No, obviously. You see, because as of now we had discussed this, so both the DC will discuss first, and even they had discussed this last few days also. So there is some more to be discussed. So, and even since the government of Assam has formed the new government yesterday itself, so obviously our chief minister has told me that he will discuss this issue even with the honorable chief minister of Assam also. So we are waiting as soon as the government of Assam appoint the new chairman of the regional committee from that side. So we will take a call. We will meet the other counterpart in the appropriate time. Assure them we have promised them we will provide sufficient force so that the activity should not be disturbed.
So immediately because
It's already there, but some more they need, and we'll provide more immediately.
how many?
No, we'll provide as per needed.
Ka Meghalaya Youth Congress Committee hagasi palay jong katayo kalapan long ya kejing ki akmat jong ka Congress Bhavan hagnong ba Shillong. Bat dawa bo menteri ke sarkar pereng bakmi ekatanat puli putih ude ban hiar syukino namar kejing lat tu kejing keli jong ka eksamen need UG arhajar arpun rio.
सरकार जवाब दो नीट स्कैम बंद करो नीट स्कैम बीजेपी शेम बीजेपी
Ka Meghalaya Youth Congress Committee hakakat sautri ujemang arhajar arpun rio kalapan long ya kejing ki akmat ka Congress Bhavan Shillong ban penrem ya kejing lat tu kejing keli haga need UG exam arhajar arpun rio. Habakran negara sini Presiden ke MPCC uba Vincent H Pala ulakan tajur ke sarkar BJP dagboong ba kejing bamsap kalapoi hado hakaliar hakaba kenta cho wat bandi kejing keli exam jagi kena. Uba Vincent H Pala ulakan pau bag sarkar ke dewan sengole aran ya kam ka penjat di kalawai jagi paulak ngot ki samla pulih ki bala minat teng ba ura dawa bo menteri katanat pulih putih kari ude ban her syukino mardor. Namar kani kejing syap lat tu keraja bun sien hapok kejing pet jung u. Laban kedau baga National Testing Agency NTA kalah hapan pensangi ano ya kani ke eksamen kabalalong hakalai Tarik ujemang. Adin bagi bor tokit kum ke SOG bat CBI kilalap bagi jing kali kila sapiang lepa lengba ke WhatsApp pembasau puar kenta syaban thoi ke eksamen. La suba begini kejing kali kila syadia dekat pisah ke Brunei tam arpo hajar tengka hado sanlak tengka hagi jela kum ke Rajasthan bat Maharashtra. Kini kejing ja kelepen bitar kum ba arpo arlak ngot kisamla puli habarok kum keri ki bahab ban mar kejing thoi eksamen biang bat menta kakam karang don hapok kejing tokit benia jong ke CBI ban pensidom ya ki bedon keti.
मोदी सरकार जवाब दो नीट स्कैम बंद करो मोदी सरकार जवाब दो नीट स्कैम बंद करो मोदी सरकार जवाब दो नीट स्कैम बंद करो.
He has gone to climax. Now they don't spare even the students. Normally the corruption is in contract works, corruption is in allotment of scheme, but today they are selling questions. So what cheap? The people of this country, millions of people are suffering. And they suffer because of the corruption, the BJP. So they should be ashamed and the minister should resign. And this is not the first time. This is the second or third time where they have done the same thing. So I think the people of the country should throw them, especially the youth, should throw them out of power. Today they propose a bill and tomorrow the governor has actioned it. The Council District Council, they propose a bill and it was sent to Delhi. So many bills they have sent it. So the NPP and the BJP, they are together. So if the UTP, or I mean, if the BJP is a communal, so what do you think about the sister or the brothers?
BJP bye bye. Bye 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 bye. 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 Nichke nichke. BJP shame shame. Nichke nichke. BJP shame shame.
Kasenjok ki klik nong sensyar ke hima seora ke lapan pau ya ke jing bitar ya ke Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council ke bertemu ban penlong election ban jet UCM seora. Wat haba ke hima ke lapan dap ikariti destur tenrai dan ke bajet ya umarem dor manik CM kum UCM bertemai. Bat kam syamladan setia ke nugu ke jing ya kini ban long CM ha ke hima seora. Kasenjok ke kentok ru Presiden keseng VPP uba Arden Mela Basayumot. Halo kejimpan kala kamsan pertai ya kini ke kam jet CM jong kahima seora. Kasenjuk ke klik nong sensyar kahima seora ke lapan pau ke jing bitar bat ka jing persya ya uba Ardan Mela Basayumot ubri UMLA ke nong krem constituency bat Presiden keseng VPP. Kini ke jing penrem kalami hadian uba Ardan ula keren penkala kamsan pertai ya kakam terekam jong kahima seora ke jing elang pat ba ka bawa penlong hamulai hakanya terak jemang arajar arpusan. Ulaborias manik CM ubri advisor kesenjuk ke klik nong sensyar kahima seora haba keren hapres club. Ula kena uba Ardan ula shim kabu banyak klek ya kariti gedostor bar ke kamsan pertai. Ula pensyai baga jing kon jok hima kalong banedai ke sensyar kadar tenrai kabaladan nado ukulong kuma. Nado kedor bar yeng, kedor bar kur, kedor bar shnong, kedor bar raj, bar kedor bar hima. Bat ke sorkar ne kanong nugubor san pertai kimbit banuan penjat igini kiai kebaladan lupa. Bat kebelan ne digi hajar senam. Ula kentat ru igejeng kena uba Arden bagi tu kebelet dawa sanat naga district council gidi brio kaseng NPP. Ula pensyai begini gidi brio kebe ia dikariti gidostor kebe dawai ka hok jungus iem uba lajiat kat kum kan niam kerukom om na kebenta ka kamsan pertai jong kena kaseng. Ula kentok teng ru bagajing terang syuki uba Arden kala penlong yu ban yu oroj ya ka hok jeng kikun ki hajar ka hima seora. Hagani gejeng keren ula kentu bat maham ya uba Arden bakumu MLA udai bantip yu put usam jong bat umbet bentuk lar tang kendiat ru ya kakam jok himas ora klem detip ya kejeng shisha ndai udi bentuk lar tang haki yang dorbar tauan ulong bau ba Arden umdai banwan rong ha kakam jok district council ne kakam hima kabedi gebenta jok MDC bat kiklet nong sensyar tenrai ula kentat ru kejeng keno bau udai ubrio ke NPP bar ula pencai bu yakun bat diharap iki masyaallah ben klem dan kanu kejeng yasno bat ki sengsan pertai. Ulama ham ba Arden udai ban penbet igini kejing keno bat ban sange no ka keren bishni ne ka keren syukur lem gumta ki klik nong sensyar kan sesyem digi wei pat disenjam ba kam teng paneda ya ka buram ka hima seora ka bakila yok pateng naki long shua man shua.
Kejing elang pai ba kalau penlong lu ba Arden mat Miller saya moy hagan yo tarik jemang arko arke akwa ban pau syai kum ni ngin om yakre jaktu haki street level party politics lani inopiniki party politics kiba phi la ban kon trend kajing khun kajongi kalong bet kajing khun kajongi kalong bet maka party politics kam dei ban room kami akan jot yaki santro sain derbar ukun kasi kata menukong ada orang dia, ada orang kur, ada lain, ada orang sinong, ada sah, ada orang lain, ada pasan, ada orang lima. Kini kita ngomong di grassroots democratic system. La perang ini, tapi spa bagi hajar senam, hagi ditulun dengan power. Bila yang ini, bagi nyailong, itri, bagi truk, kajing tersong baskem. Jadi khôn ikseu uhnyu tret uhnyu basa
lada uang di kerai kita bar makan sia unut hiru ngang ada nasora ngani kita bar mai rang long kapedian gay ma mai rang thai ngani kita bar bab kat kum kreti dostor na soto bang long ba bet bat ngam le hiru plana dostor thok yang biang bakat kum kreti dostor long dapat mana kita bar hima sora cepalai kuat pada banten ki pala kan ni ka riti to story masora kan ni tang kaput politics jonor banten kiwin lani kabut yonong politics ni yonong kameno benta dak ta dan ha kita kapang imla kan te kabalai kan abom don kini kajam dia ke bat nang ta ka don ha ka por ka don sa finance kaplatika mar man thang yo se yang por ka lut bon bat man ta ka lut bon ni andai ha biak na pratika ni kloi Islam ka don ni pere yo ta habaka kam ke bet kam don kan nu jung ko kom ke na kalian ka disconsider ka pha pi representative bakuan sakla wa aja kan no to singi hange mo bai ka don na ko ni kren tu ko amana ngan tuna anta ka ndala dep ka kam to so mariro ini stat ni masora man thong yo sim ka kum kriti do sto ko ndon no no jing no nge habayak ka sim im ong te ni na disconsider ni kam ya la ti ya namar bale mare ya sim na pente sa disconsider long do bar ni pente ngai no te sa ka yo don kan no jingo masora tidak ke ke ni mlong di a ke tho in tun sange na le ndai kam ong na da ka kam na go ja haba ka singa mo ko jar pale ka pa ku yam pade ban man sindang ban man ai ke kran na ka to sini ban ai ke kublai ta de yang ka khat ko putla de na ka ta ka ta ong pediang ta le ini ki jeng keno jong ke desmasir ki masora bat ni kwa hi ha ke jing sha ko des tu komba piyen ini mat na yang ka sexual banta jong sexual long man kena sa ke ti story masora bat ko ai hima khasit tang so pas rom ya ka jong karai la ke jong ka tial ka bla bansyat ni pa pinda pinke suna yodan ba kai ko dia ni pina sa andai piang man wadaw man kai man kenya man ong man sai em su man mai rang maro ta long man tiang ta le na ka ta wan ne man sa bala don man muno badang arte ya ka jingjet ya barang muslim kum muslim bapura kalong tang ke jing iben ke jing yoben bat ke jing modi ban thongo ban yora ya ka hak riti jong ke masura bat jong kari kasi bat jong kari ke life host mat ka adolai baro komi ke ne ngide ban penam jur da baro ko nya ya jong kari kasi shitu
ti kalong bai kanishwan le namar ba badam snap ye ke e ba tha lam ni ki e ta ki ban bo en sawan namar ba ngidang nai bakano no kam hangi por kasi kadai war bor hai shokna hakiran na hakasai ba namar bokong stan tam kabungi wan hani kalaba ni ong kalong to suci ro kata bai kam kariti ke dustur jeng jai ni jingi kabat tek som ni jai ni ban share kalum lang matak badan ban nong pan penong isu party politics kata ko ni suna dei ban dan support emang wan kami ke politics kasai partai ni ya ndai kasai partai kam dei ban penong isu ya ukta utro 3 untuk song ya ke jadi gitu. That's why I hear that thing.
Jing syang ar mana mo abi haba ka isse ka pangidan si phomot ki khle no sensha bat ke si badan to ka ei ka pangikran nang to kami de ka bakhan kre ye ka ei ka pangikran mangi ke khle pan pau ka ei ka ba ngem tibe ha ka to ka hedeng am kiong lara ban bo de collection am re khan kran collection re ka ba shai ka da ki si yang to ka ong bangi examen mangi examen ne ka mangi pe yung pala pagai sana ke mata ngin nang ya pe ma ngin bo election hanrai ha ka media ka lara ban de election imat kamdan jemut man kran ke si ladan manor manu bal cepat lagi si ba control ini ke kamut man kran kamdan jemut kan mudan dan ban di kiwai pak bor kibam syong pada sosial kiba penyan ini marang disi ga jing sha Koman shono uama bilang dah tu kapor ikna surok ikna kenjas. Dah kejengkian yang pagi pagi des pasal genori no semua bagi reti dostor. Dah apa kema apa sno apa tahu kim palong rambas sno kim palong sodat kim palong tanung sechas sno. Kita bagi reti dostor. Kim kita reti dostor ni poi pada des pasal kisrai no siam kisrai no sodat kiwata. Dia pun beda. Tang menyoweng, tang menyoslai. Kata-kata itu kamlang ini. Na kata-kata. Banlong yang mesti don kambha ke banlong di banhapan elektronik mereka tidak dosto. Umdai mereka mara song sukina untuk nomor kat ini menong no. Mo di MCSIS ke pas elektronik. Bagi tiap kamno ban sensia. Ban pendia. Ndai ini mara job song suki le ikai ke baki kuah. Jam berarti kem tu dosto le roe. Kata ka bangi yo im.
Kesenjuk iklik nong sensyar ke hima seora ke lapan pawe kejing bitar, bat kajing persyak ke bejur lelor kejing temu ke KHDC ban penlong election na ke bentang bentung sim temai ha ke hima seora. Kahima ke lapan syai bakamdan gano-gano kejing ya kini isu KCM namar barok kikun ki hajar ke menjur langkawai bantung yo maremdor manik CM kum UCM ke hima seora kat kum kariti ke dostor ke balabu renti nadu hendai. Uba VV Remai ubariu sekretari berem ke hima seora ula kedau bagajing thong bagajing thang yo UCM ladap ban pendap nadu kanyam yap haduk kanyam im. Baru ada gini kesni, executive member berdekmi nak liang ke district council uba powel soklat ulawan ban saki. Ula kena ba kejing temu ban pelong election mentah kalong kejing penkan ki kendon reti dostor ki balane rekis pasnam. Ula Boreas manik CM ula pencai bau planet CM uba ke district council ke kena bau diu kertong bakwa penikun ya ke syuki CM umde setiau nong syong ki mas ora. Bad umdan wat tangga voter ID has ora. Itu pegakor planet kalakan riak syamairang lapalat cis pasnam berkari tiga dostor kam ju syak banjit CM ubrio ubasa hakawi pat kahima. Shushu ula kena bu planet syimlawan mi hakador barba kahima ni hakakur long CM. Ndre ula mi kensan tang namar badan kibor kibakan shot na shalender. Kesenjuk kalapan mauru berkari tiga dostor kahima seora kam ju syak banjit CM ya ubrio ubalalong kristan. Kumta ladap kentat di kertong hakasnam syajar kendai sepak prapuar. Lakan thok tenge KMDC bagi dunajing start alor kariti dostor berkisule akat bas ngau bed klam da bishar bnia ag jing shisha lane klam da khot ban yo jing penshai na kaliang kahima. Kasenjo kala maham bakan ompediang ya kano-kano ki election JCM namar kahima kala da brai teli kawai. Kalau orang balada ke district council kam sengap yang kejing penrem kahima baru kawai kan yang persya ikan kejing liak bakla ke district council. Belasya peniak di gibor ke benabar ke ba omtip ikut kom sensyar tenrai jong kahima seora.
Kalong kom lada cia pemi kejing le ya pai pra tengi kolse. Kata te kelaban bandra kita electoral college. Kabar peni balatan kejing pai ka kolse. Kejing mi na kolse ko sora kata kale ka one election. Hane betli ko election no. Mana nilai election nampak ali kau nilai pemerang siap song nomorem song nanti song dah pemerang tulen siam jap siam usiam kursiam saudara file election nanti file election kepada orang balak pedang lalu nak di pedang pemerintah ngau konsen lagi hak yang pensai kepada juga hak itu store kai masalah kau kasnang yang kawai perkasnong kalau berbatang pramaki. Kijir ang basnong kijir sudah tang pramaki. Kawai kasnong kawai kasnong kamla panilong saudara ne panilong basnong. Lane pani chongol ba. Watang ang kasnong kadal basnong mo khar chonglang uno thmai long. Kamalong ang video di maru. Hanya semar wan chongol ba manasta sa mlem long. Na somar long ali chong. Bakaritik dostor kala batai komta. Ino mikta jakto na kata oke jawala ke district ya pandai tumarang kalau ingin pendam jor berkalong ingin rally district
Haswa begini kami ki kubor ke berangsa ngena phashwa shipor chakini kijing permana.
Kanda pi tarai kan ni kapisa. Kali jono kan ni. Ba ka hospital te kala ajngai nang ni.
Binti aswa hang ni hadu nda de por kamu. What was laitan?
Sister, hap siu kat no mo?
Ka sarkar kala siulut ikijing lut jing separo. Namar man ka way pa ka way ka minsim ka long ka koridor.
Nau PCN negajan miat ngena pai biang syagi benta jangka kubor. Da gajing bitar halor gajing syak tombor ukun hado bunda do senan nila gajang gajing im. Hagsing palai jang katayo we urang ba ulalej ujor raki ejahar persya e urang ba senang kepenter kebahap ke district East Khasi Hills. Badi gidkot jangka Village Defence Party ke bala bom pathar hado banda klatno ukun. Uba na terbat kong sedo we ni girang ba na kesenong penter ulawan ban keran niklat patai kubor halor gejing klat kensan jung kuan jung u trofimas kong maulo bela keno bula sya adat hado bandayap hurang ba senong kepenter uba full moon kong don rengkat bagi dikot jangga Village Defence Party jangga ne kesenong haki yang dorbar senong kat kum gejing itu coba na terbat kene gejing ja basngusi kelaja nadu kah nyu trek uyayong arhajar arpun riu Haga step jangka pratrek uyayong haga por kumba prabaje ai ulio jengtip bukun jung u laklat no bagi dekat ke VDP klalet bo ekamet yap jung u hayeng sa jung kun bad unong wan yathu ru tip yakadau haba ulalet pet uli i baya kemet yap jung kun lasong na berni nata kaladan ke slipar bad berni do wilat halor kemet jung u ukpa ula shim no ekene berni bad phatap da jan namar ke jing sngusen ai bad haba ula pet yakador kadar jung kun kaladap da senam sudah wala shim layo apet benia asyo ikiwe gijing mong baro. Gijing tep ikamet yap kelajah ke kendai trik uyayong arajar arpun riau. Ban ukpau la keno ba shim layo alat wat ban pensum kado elo ukun. Ne ban pet yakadur kemat juu namar ba urang ba asnong ulakang bat penskem no yak senduk. Habalale akan niam kerukom kado kasnong kalapan bena ba utrofimus ulayap namar ba ubam yakayet. Ban ukpa shim langet yang gijing keno namar ulapan pau ba unyo ayet na ban bam. Kani gejing keno kesenong kelapau bakalong ke babakla hadian ba ukpa ulayo ban pej ekoi ke video ba penisai ba ukun jo tiet bat gejing syaitan ko bakalat diam ha gejing halor kani ba na terbat ladap ai ya ha ka police station sentang arhajar arpun riu bat ulu ujar ke FIR tanat pun ursla lihat hadian ladap FIR police station ki pulet ka penur sela ki lakot yu tangban keli halor ka jingbam ujor jung u ba ka jing slam jung u banwan ha ka thanat penur sela bat ki klam ong ye issue ukpau la penshai ba ka jing slam man ai ka ni ka jing ujor ka de namar bagi dang shiyo ye ka jing tep shpang ne ka jing shisha leng ba ka ni ka video ha ki ni kisngi ki balalet ulapan pau ka jing pat do nod ba ka jing diau kum ukpa bat ulakan tu bat ang nod ki bot jong ka an ba kan chimi ki senjam ki bateng e ban bishar bat penshtam ki badan ki baro kat kum ki kendon jong ka an kenang ban yo ka jing shisha bat ka jing bishar ka bahok
Nagana mukanda tarik nagana ka faya nakse na precision penfla
Ong kumnon bi.
au pulit teng ong kumnon ong bala ina ia piri nasanding nasang tei haba ka police station piri kana ngapan ong am tip panang tei ki ong poi hi kata hangna penfla la na haba poi pisang tei sim na tei biang ka en sa pat hi kata pa una penfla tadang na penfla tikut kita yang keren yang tak mentan.
Cái chung quạ trong phim mình ta.
Quạ cũng tan cái bông poi cái này cái hok cái hiểm bang ma quạ ngoan cái chung sisa ba quạ rồi ba ta cái ai nilai kan cái em kam kumbala ya jinga naga video cái jing sisa ya bukian cái batit cái bom yang kita. Tahu kan ini je video ma jingit nyap no tang ba min ban yo it hu no ba jing ba ya no ba syo no ba dat bro tesi dia nga kumu pa go bet no sumbai ha kalong bro man bro yang ma kadur kadal ka senam sudah no kita no nit pechu no nit isu
một kadur kadal yo ta senam sudah
sao vậy hay orang bak senang.
Mana orang bak senang kapten?
Full moon không sedap.
Siok tamu full moon ni dan sekue-kue ni bagi kesenjing tepi.
Wei Batista nang room. Kita dari ke BDP. Orang bak senang dah sudah orang bak senang. Numa ngamalong BDP piter numa. Kita Batista nang room dari BDP. Kita mau manu keteng. Pat KBDP pat em gitu belah itu. Orang pe kadur klemio. Dangala poy yang tan dala iya ngana lain. Angan daya kerdi no. Cuma ngeten. Lak ngabala tup sunduk no ta orang bak senang. La esa sunduk. Tungan yo isu. Daya pemina unang tat. Jalan no ka servis ke saya om dok. Ya keren. No tak program. Tau ngan rumah. Amar ungan imlang kata kami ngasalai basyong boyot siak sruk kenjai. Kejong ma kejong tim ngan bayat step Tarik kapor prabaja bau tau kian ngayap. Telang ngok ngarok ngai, ina balek ina bajia. Tamu ya tu ong rumah. Tambah ya be saying song hi tau kian ya be BDP. Tangum tan kejong keren ina tau no ya tu sana. Tewangan na yun hangta unokian ng ayap senam. Kremban se umakhle nagataga yung tup bayara baru daw no damyong bas ay to dampong in khle nang ta bagaja dong bian di hamet bagas lipar so bagana jadong du bilat halor met be ya kentem ke te simno bak nagataga jadong bret ngasalat kametu te ông anh tàu para chụp học tại karat hukum nên gì xin ấy thế ông anh pin khơi cái khléo rồi vậy gì thì cũng mong người cọp ông xí mà phi ông anh nó cái cam mà phi cái này pin khơi hiểu nên sang khơi họ cũng bảo tay thế ông anh ấy berkat cũng non lại gì xin ấy cái nhà lộc khiêm.
Superintendent ki pulet ke district East Khasi Hills uba Vivek ia mulitho bagi pulet ken panbor na tiang syari benti biang ya kemet usamla trofimas naga benta ban le ke postmortem. Hadin belami ke jeng kena bula syasyo bat syak penyiap orang basnong ke penter uba full moon kongdon rengkat berkid khot ke VDP. Superintendent ki pulet ula pentip bagi pulet kelah register mukadama bede ke kampanye beliau hakathanat penursla. Halor ke jahar ke beliau apriang hak santrik ujemang no kupa jong no kena ubal keno bayau ukun jong u lesyo naduk ke hinyau tarik uyayong do orang basnong bat ki dekat ke VDP. Katarik banti egamet dan sepenbet do SDO civil ke tan penursla bat ki pulit kin sasye mekarai ke bade ban le hadin balayo ke kaipot jong ke postmortem ban pensisha la ke jengyap ke DNM na ke jing pensitom bat ke jing tombor. Ya kejing toket alor kene kakam mentah lapit ngor da SDPO penursla bat SPCT. Ha ke bakat wengut ki beliau ke belasya keno ke liok lupa ya ke anticipatory bail na ke district council court. Komta ki pulit ken apswa ya ka kaipot jeng ke postmortem kenang ban yo ban bet ujor biang syakiyeng syari ban pendam no ya kene ke bail. Superintendent ki pulit ula penrem ru baga VDP kam shimla pentip ke jeng jah ki pulit koma kila smai ban tre rengkat. Penban kila syem ke an halak jong ki kiti. Syushu uli itu bagi pulit kinsa syem berbicara benia aru ke video ke badang sapriang mentah bantip la ke DNM na ke ke jingja.
Ti kini ke jingja aja kau benai berade haka nyotrek benai ber ban kum ke jing kenok kum ke ijahar kum ke ayo pediang na ukpa jong bola khlan u ba net new pi wet kongsdo mulai dari jalan sentri jong benai mintahi benai mi but nu lakno angkaru ba ladon keti u rombasnong but kitu khat nga VDP jong penter ba kila sho adat yo konju but nak jing sho jing dat jengki u la khlat but hadi jing khlat u la FFR di kani FFR ni ok yang hadi chibenai but ya kani jing ja London ka jing pentep sya ka police station ne nau rang basnong ne ka VDP but ya kani ka ijahar ni la register ka murder case di nila ai ka prayer ka kerpat ka court room bakrang bunin klong kamet but ka court room jo hi ka court jong ka additional DC judicial kala mi ya ka hukum ba ni di ban klong ya kamet but ya kani ngirang up ya ka sni ban bo u SDO civil jong ka punusla di hadian jong ka exhumation but ka postmortem ki ban le hang ka spot hi min sala ban shimrai ban contest ya kani ka bail order anticipatory bail ki yo maki di kajing toket kelang ya chapam but kuma PMP ka VDP ka don hok ne amban ku chubom ku chuktir ki brio tu pada klat di nakwa ban ong ba ki VDP ki di ginong yada hi VDP ki tre lang ki pulut andre hakani kinti masko ban ong ba ki la ya light na kata di halor kani ka jingjia ngin toket la ka dei na am kata ka jingyap ka dei na ka jing shati chabom naki wat shap niap naki di kata kan chong ka jing toket Andre ka jing batha ki VDP na ka posh ka por ne haki awareness program ne ka jia lang ba ki VDP kalong ba ki dei ki pulit jong hasnong ban ai ji ada ki ban te la kam ya kanu banu jing sio but om dei ban sim yak ain hak ti la jong but kanu ka jing jia hi ka badai ha posh nong hi mar ki tip ya ki pulit but hak ni kinti ka khanong kum kalau tak. Tapi kita kalau saya mukut mata di hadian la jam mata niat kuat ber kendaraan ka cancellation juga bil di kasabun ka aras ber kan secaci. Kasih ka jing pengsan jongki ai beli kile mata tingin hadian la de propose mata ni sa kham tipsha ke ka wajah ber kumno uyak new bre.
Hakamia jong sisa jan jakateo balala sautli gidukan ke badan hatem bijoy kila kemding kensan bala subajor bagade kejing ploding kala bandai naga jingthot ke boarding elektrik naga short circuit ke basdang na ke gidukan ke badi jingbam. Hakawi kijing japlo ding belajar kami jeng akan baik dari jemang kading gebla keling dalam bamdu esal kali gidukan kemudian harut surok agak tan bijoy kemudian marjan ke ajmera ini gidukan gebla kemding ditentu gidukan fast food gidukan kapsnyo gidukan dairy bagawai gidukan kemudian kimar ke bonjat ini kijing plu belajar kepor kemas poge menmiat hagaba marsemi i kijing sedang kelang kading kibrio kemudian dairy Lesai no gas lenda kemudian hapo kini hidukan. Kani kelayada nak kejing betai ke pusur kai ke belak berwanra ya kejing jular ke bakrau. Lasuba bakading kelas sedang pur nengkong nak kedukan fast food. Balasuba bakading ngelak bandai nak kejing thud ha ke boarding. Habayo nak kejing tip arti kali pelebing nak kepenat fire service kelapoi kloy sekali kejaka bad lahir mardor ban peleb ya keding. Namar kejing jam jong ka jaka penlip ding. Kino penlip ding kilala bantem ya keding ha kepor ke bobiang. Bakane kelayadan gilai pak gidukan kiben marjan na kejing pur keding. Kadkong ka kubor beliau lum am syamladan kedung kejing mensau gibriau agane kejing ja lan kejing jular ke pusir kai igi mar ki mata ki badan agane ki sampeli gidukan. Ki pulit jong ke distrik East Janja Hills bat ke State Disaster Response Force ha kasni ublay jong ke teo balala. Kelio saya ke wai kemet yap na ke pardo yong ke bala Ishra. Kepada na ke shnong molat beri sumer ha East Janja Hills. Bat kila penlong ya ke jing toket ban lap ya ke dau tenrai halor ka jingklat no jong unu brio. Ki pulit ke East Janja Hills rengkat ke jing rap ki dikot ke State Disaster Response Force. Kelio ban seno akamet jong wai brio ba 48 itu ke kerteng na ke wai ke krem dau yong kepada na East Janja Hills. Kani ke krem dau yong kadai kepada na ke shnong molat beri sumer bat kadi ke krem dau yong ke blashu no bat ke beladap de ke Ya kemet jung nu brio layo ban seno ha ka shpo trek ujemang arajar arpun rio kumba ka por khat arabje mensngi hadin ke jing trishtom jong ki bor ke bedi kemi. Ya kani kemet lalap nengkong baka per halor ha kani ke krem nado ka khandai trek ujemang. Ndrai ki bor arab kile ya kendo e jing e ka kraw ban seno e ka na ka daw jing jelio pelat jong ko ba jing e ka jaka ka ban saudong kani ke krem dau yong. Superintendent ki pulit ke distrik East Janja Hills Pankaj Kumar Razgania ulieto baya kamet lala abansai di pulit rengkat ke kenhon SDRF ban mentala penbiang ya berok ki kenon an badan kam malapha kamet ban le ke postmortem ban lap ya ke dau penrai jong ke jing yap. Hado belayo eng ke kubor ki bor pulit ke 4 la ban pensyai bunu brio ude ne ai bat ke bala penlong yu ban do no ela ke jing im. Bat ki pulit ki lapan pa bugajing toket ke babania akarang ya cekamat andala yo ru ya ka report na ke postmortem on sala ban le ke badan kam. Bat andala pendep ya baro ki kam ke bedai bat ka an. Ha kala asni ublay jeng tayo ki samla puli jeng College of Postgraduate Studies in Agricultural Science Omyam. Kelemi syekhamat bandawa bade ban wengkam no mardor ya wei professor halo kejing don keti ban le klub akor ya ke wei ka samla puli. Daki sepangut kisamla pulih ke College of Postgraduate Studies in Agricultural Science Umyam kilami bandawa badi banduan kam no mardor yo wei professor lo kejing keno dan ketiju ban lek klama ko re ke samla pulih agane ke skulba kumala sakhi ha ke step jong ka khatwei trek ujemang arajar arpun rio daki sepangut kisamla pulih glara di poster bat pertai kejing dawa badi banduan kam no mardor yo professor Pranab Datta wabat ru ya ke kam chairman the School of Crop Protection agane ke skulba Umyam. Kumala keno di samla pulih la ong bone professor lo dan keti ban lek klam akor ke ke samla pulih la ka to kene por. Ndre wala na kaliang ke samla pulih lu George ki bor bedi kimi jong nek skulba kam chumna dan pat gejing shimkhia haduk menta. Kumta ban pensawa gejing dawa wengkam yo professor ki samla pulih klami jekmat ban penjore gejing dawa wengkam. Nang ba kene ke jaka pulih kanong kebasingan ne kebentai ke samla pulih kentai. Balada ke jing dawa kom orlong kom ki samla pulih kem banse ban penjor ke jing ki da ke ujor us ke bor bakam chalor jong kene ke jaka pulih. Menteri Sarkar uba kemi ya ketenat kakot kakya kajela Meghalaya uba Wailat Mikishela. Ulepen pau bagi Sarkar kan kot kerpang yo Menteri Rang Bado Kari Narendra Modi ban play ke Shillong Medical College. Khamtam habakan National Medical Council kala ajing bed ban ajing kai ya sanphongot ki samla pule. Uba Wailat Mikishela ulepen pau bagi jingdon ke Medical College kaba lakajong hakajela kene jing trang ke bakrau ki pat ba ka Meghalaya bat kalong ke jing sengu sarong ke bakrau ke jela. Namar kata ke Sarkar ketemu ban khot kerpang yo Menteri Rang Bado Kari Narendra Modi ban wan play ke Shillong Medical College. Walah ki por ki balalej menteri rang ba do kari ula ai por arsien re uklam la banwan namar ba omlaj ban menta ke sarkar kerang ap bakin dep ki kam election baro khnang ban laj kapor jong u bat ban yo ban pat tarik na u uba obailat mi ki shilau la pentep ke sarkar ka kwa ban pendep ini ke jing pli ha kani ke senam namar ba ki kelas pule doktor na ke benta ke senam ke benengkong na ne ke first year kelas sedang ba ke National Medical Council kala ai jing bet ban pendrong haruk sampong ngot ki samla pule hadian bakilawan kimi ya ke jing bet jing biang ke jaka.
So it's a big achievement and it's a big thing for the state. So that's why we want that in for this particular function, we would like the Honorable Prime Minister to come and inaugurate it himself. No doubt in the past also, I think in 2 instances he has given the date, but due to unavoided circumstances, he couldn't come. So this time also again, like we were waiting for all the election to get over, and now we again will approach him for the dates. But we would like to if it can be done as soon as possible, it will be better for us, because we would like to do it by this year itself, because as you all know that the classes already started for the first year. So that's why as soon as possible, but that also since we are talking about Prime Minister, so it's up to him. It's like we got the permission for 50 numbers because the medical council, they come and check accordingly, then they will give the permission. So for now we have got the permission for 50 numbers of students.
Hagabayday ba Ketura Medical College ba wailat miki shilau le thu ba sarkar menshwa kalatmu ban penteri kameka lengba ka PPP mode ma kejing ban yo ki professor ba gino hikai kumelamat ke por ba penteri ke Shillong Medical College ula penchai ba ban yo ki faculty na kebentasan pongut kisamla puliru kelong ke ba kat bahatura pat kelong hadu shispa san pongut Nrai nama kejing dawa ba kejing sengo ki pat ba ki bakwa ba Ketura Medical College ru ka diben penyat ke sarkar hi komlong Shillong Medical College ke sarkar ke Shimakarai ban penlong yaka kum ka Government Medical College. Mentak sarkar ke lapan mi kejing penmena ban tungkam ki professor ba kinong hikai ba ketemu ban sedang penteri kampura yaka na ke benta ka samoi pulia ke ban board. Wala kane baro kan syong ha kejing yo kinong hikai ke babiang.
So it's not some recruitment, as you all know that no doubt in the past, because we have actually during the process of making the Shillong Medical College operationalized. Also, we have faced the challenges of getting the professors and all. So that's why we thought that it's better to go with a PPP mode for Tura Medical College, because as you know, even getting this faculty for 50 numbers of students also is quite challenging. So now, as you all know, Tura will be 150. But so that's why then we opt for this PPP mode. But later on, that I think the people, because after seeing that the Shillong Medical College has started as government medical college, so they also want Tura also want it to be a government-run medical college. So no doubt we try to explain them, try to share them with all the challenges, but still the people really want to see it as a government medical college. So that's why we thought that ultimately it is for the people. So why not we give it a try? So that's why we later on then we decided that we'll go for the government medical college. Then that's why now we have floated the advertisement for the professors, for this faculty, for the Tura Medical College. See, we want to operationalize it by this year, by next session we want to take the student. So that depend, we have to see, we'll know only after the completion of this recruitment of this faculty only. So whether we'll have the number or not, then only we'll be able to say that. But otherwise, government is committed to make it operationalized by next session.
Japang ki jingtai jingshna ha ka Shillong Medical College. Uli thu babuan ki tenda kilami namar kani kam ke bahe. Ha ka beningkong ke sarkar kelapan biang ki jingdan kam badang hap ban pendap kloy kom kamadan nela kai bat kiwai. Dari ne ke benta ki yeng ke bahe ula syong ha ka jingelang ban khot ki riu syampang ban chna ka detailed project report. Uli kendoru yu menteri rangba ka jelau beletuklar ban penbiang tengka walada anle aka hagi benta bat ki kerteng namar kajing bon palat jong kajing lut. Halor ka jing ajing syakri ke bakam janai kom ka robotic surgery udaong bagi sorkar ke penbiang yang kepisah kenang bagi profesor bagi doktor kinlak bandai ciki conference bagi conclave banyak jing tip halor ki kor ki bor ki batmai. Namar bentah kajing temu kelong ban ajing syai syai ki doktor bagi samla pulia syuaban wan ra kini ki kor ki bor. U menteri ketenat kokot kakia uba wailat miki shelau la pensyairu bagi Shillong Civil Hospital keladai lupa ke bentah jong ke Shillong Medical College. Bolong gum kejaka hikai bat namar baru ki Medical College ki hak penete bagi hospital nak bentah ke jumpuli ke bedai bat ke practical.
Actually, there are a number of tenders have been called because since we all know that it is a brownfield project, so a lot of infrastructure it's needed. But right now, for the first year, we are quite okay, and we already floated the numbers of tenders also for the Shillong Medical College, for this playground and other necessities. We have already called, but ultimately we need a big building, a big project. So for that also, I have chaired a meeting just recently, I think last month only. So we have called for this expression of interest for the people who will come and prepare the DPR. So we are already on the process. So we'll prepare the DPR and we'll get it sanctioned. And just a few days back also, I went and met CM specifically for the infrastructure of Shillong Medical College, and he also assured me that get the DPR as soon as possible. Maybe we cannot do it at one go, but we'll do it in phase manner, because you know that we need a very big infrastructure for the Shillong Medical College.
Syapang gajing penhe ke Civil Hospital uli tu bakalong ke bae nomor kajaka kakaknya. Riling ba kajing isnutu bat ke Red Cross Meghalaya balekular ban ai kajaka mentah ke sorkar kelasna ya ke detail project report ban penhe ke hospital bat chen an penmi ya ke tender aga bentakan ni.
We are planning on expanding it, and then but as you know that it is already functional, so it is very challenging for us because of the kind of location where it is. But thankfully to the Red Cross Meghalaya last time when CM visited this lady mother and child I think this center, or I don't recall exact name. So they have agreed to give their land for the civil hospital to expand it. So we'll expand it. We already prepared the DPR also. So I think very soon we will be coming up with the tender and all. So where we'll accommodate them also, and the area will be given to the civil hospital also to use it, to expand it.
Harga bayi day bagi jeng terwa ban ai jakai ki doktor sebar kejela kerang ban kering ya ki specialist. Uba wailat miki shela ulong bagani ke digamat ke ba la ban kata ya ki jeng snow. Namar ke day bat ke Meghalaya Land Transfer Act. Ulapan pau bu kwa ban ai jeng mod ai halor kania namar la da ailat ki doktor kin samiru ki jeng dawan ki professor bat ki bai ki tanat chakri. Ulakam baga jeng ban yo ki specialist kam shong tangha kejaka dari dan ru ki wei pat ki dau bagi sorkar kanang wat ki wei pat glenti banweng ngene ke jeng kam dakta ya kaan jong ke jela.
No, see, this is a very sensitive issue, as you all know. So I think it's not wise for me to comment on that, because this is dealing with the Land Transfer Act, where the act is already in place. So if you talk about doctor today, so what about tomorrow if the professors and some other important services also will come? So I think it is not wise for me to give comment on that, but no doubt it is challenging, because we have seen it ourselves also. If we are facing challenges of having specialists, and even the professors coming and teaching, we have been facing that difficulty. But that is the only reason. I think that might not be. There are other reasons as well. So no doubt we will try to look to the other aspect. But particularly for that matter, I think I cannot give any comment on that, because that is a very sensitive matter.
Da gajing sokya halor gajing alat ki kenhuan ki banabar ke jela ban khayi pateng harilum khasi deng ba gajing trading license naga Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. Hagasi ba arjung tayo ka Federation of Khasi Jantia and Garo People kalalit bani kendo ya Chief Executive Member ka KHADC ba Winston Tony Lingdo bandawa ba amdai ban ai trading license ya ki kenhuan ki banabar ke jela habakla dan lupa ki trai jela ki belat trai ki kam. Haka kadar Tarik Jemang Arhajar Arpun Rio ke FKGGP Sengkemir apa jinglam Assistant Secretary uba Regional Thaba. Rengkat bat ke FKGGP Seora Circle apa jinglam Presiden uba Carlos Karmi. Kilalit menikendo yu Chief Executive Member ke KHADC uba Winston Tony Lingdo. Kini kejing kendo kalong ban penpau kejing Sokya halo kejing jelai ki agensi na Syabar ke beyok ban pentrikam apa kejelam Megalaya. Wat lagi babon kita rajela kila sedang ban penyat yakum kini kejat kam. Uba Regional Thaba ulapan pau bagajing temu jong keseng kalong bantip ikrukam trading license syakini ki agensi ki bana Syabar. Hagini kejing ekran Chief Executive Member ulapan syai bakadau kuba penlong ya ka District Council ban trading license syakini ki agensi. Kini namar babonik agensi jong trajela kenji shim bantah ki tender kibal pelat di sarkar pedeng ni dek company ki bana Syabar. Nalur kani ke FKGGP Seora Circle kalau ujor ru halo ke jingrung jogi truk kibadan dekat registration number na Syabar kumna Assam, Nagaland, West Bengal, Bandung Cikithan Majai. Ban kit motion bat kiwe-kiwe kimar. Kani kalau penlong yi try jela kibadan truk mensengu bitar namar ki kali jongki ki hab ban sange Aslam ban penthamai ki kot gisla kat kum kaahan. Kat bagi kali na Syabar ki yok ban yahat lat luoj. U Chief Executive Member ulapan syai halor kani kebenta baga ki HADC kamla ban khanglat ikini kali namar ki wan lengba ka RTO na Syabar. Ndre ulu kentu ke seng mande ekran baga tenat transport ban pet benia agi permit ban khanglat iki la dan kalan. Na kaliang ke seng kele kentu ru Chief Executive Member babarok ki bawan kamai netre hapo uput usam ke District Council ki dibandon ya ka trading license ke babiang.
Jing issue ya kini ki trading license jong kini ki security agency ki balaba. Agaba ngi baka jing expert ya kini ki security agency firm ki balaba agaba ki bun bagi pun sama jing ki laut nam namar ba jing si ki jong ki ba jaga ka baki put maki ba hagari tukni department kolong ka ba aga department kolong ka he aga ka private ne ka public sector. De harga syam ba adin ngi lapisko show CM ha pwede gani dan kalian ngejogi ang ba namar ba ibut pat kini ki local kijongi ibam ju participate kini ki tanda kiba wan napo ki central government nakata-kata kubu kucing yaki namar ba ila syamba man bagi check kini ki tanda ni bakajan ilaka kini ki local security agency kim syamala ban participate ani kim syamala ban board agbide ban yahap nakata tanda ke Tina kata-kata ngi ke nakasengi wan pesno bangun long kejak awareness na pesno kini ki security agency ki bedan ako shulong ya ke baki la sengi daki pardok perstam jini ba soba bagi participate ya kini ki tanda tiba wan namba ka central government kang bangin la ban te nakam ya kini kejuan dengan security agency kalaba yes koiru ba laba kiput ikiridu long happy banya long akbar bat kini ki banabar tang ba ini ki security agency ki ba nabar ki domla banyo ikutilisan tang bagi domla participate ako ki jing hakini ki state jongi ke di lada pimenta di persyang ban angin khanglat din ba kanika district council tu ko sem jike namar ba di local jongi ki participate ya kanika tanda ke bawan nampak central government
di hakini kenjat sengi bela ya dilayo kajing ujur lagi paradok persnam ke bedon ke pemajai supaya le kam kai pedang kam tamaka kam kai motion Bangladesh akaba namar kumbangi ui kumbangi tiap i ba kini kenjat sengi beladam na kaliang jok kot kalau permi kata koi ko dar kaba pang ba barok ki kali kamai ke di yang dekat update nadu ka permit nadu ka fitness bakun tata di hadian bakakot kalau permi ya kata ko dar kini kali barokat ke bomdan ikat Islam barokat layak no barokat kumbakalong hadu mentahi kalong kanai pesan-pesan mati kali kian ki badai jongki pardo tersnam jungi di banyo ban khai biang sasian ni haban pendiang ikat Islam di hoi le sina kaliang jong kaseng jungi mdan yai ban persa habede ta di barokat ki pardo tersnam jungi ki habaki fuan ki pentib ini ro ki la pentib ba barokat ki lele ikat Islam ban pendiang ikat Islam mereka ikaba pelong pada ini banwan sani banwan banyak keran banyak kendo yang Islam kalau bah kini ki kenjat sengi hadian bala wan kata ordar ki kali na po Asam ki S ki ML ki WB ki wan mentah po majai banwan ban kamai ti na kalian joki nok sok nang tiro ki nong hai nang tiro po majai ki pentip ini ba kini ki kali ru undi bo ra ki kasi ki wara hida ki wei pat ki mo ki barjala yakini ki kali ban khayi hangke kamar ba manta ko makalang hapo majai ki kali ki dan tangat tu kan kali ki ba khayi hapo majai Dede na kata-kata ko wai ka kali kayo like trip so trip. Dede na kata-kata ngingiwan sani ban pensngo isi am ban hakabiade bat ka tering license. Bakini ki kali ki de bandan ki tering license. Ki babiang kanang balada na kali ang sang jongi kin lek ban syak ki in lek ban syak ki ni ki kali lada kim dan ki tering license kabumbet kinwan sani ban le ki tering license. Tinggal ekran isai be isi amru be imdai ban aya kini ki tering license lada ki wan sani. Dei lada ngilek yang ting isyak ladang ipen sange aki ladaki wan sani kiyo takam dan cumat kata karkom kata kejengian ganti kejengi tena kalian jengi siam ila pensai ong ba yaki kini ki kali ki bawana bahar kum ki AS ki NL bat kiwe ki badai na ka RTO ka bana sabar I imdan kanu kalenti ke ba nong bat khanglat yaki bakum kita ki kali nomor bele ba ka RTO jongki ka kamiadan je dai ai ba kanika nang ni ka office ni te yong ba yakini ki kali te in habban in yakran yaki board jong ki jokum jong transport department ka badan halika jela ka tani ba kan hab ban pek kami bania yakini ki bakum kini kali laki dan yang kata ka permit ka basya yaki baken rong kom sabardar kontakter nomor kumbala yakran hantai kalong ba wat ki bas ki bawana asam ki habban yang nak tahani kemla ban ong ban rung sekendong surat maka permit jong ki kamsha bania kumta di nakaliang jongi to nilai karan badiba I hakabiadai pat dia bakini ki kali ki badai jong ki try ki badai nakani kacela jongi ba ki RC jong ki pede ki de da ka kateng jong ki non tribal di hakabiadai bakani ilakular baya ki gini ki kali ti inom ai terdeng lesan lada nakaliang jongi kisang ngila syak yaki lani ki pensange yaki lada kimdan ka terdeng di nakaliang jongi ilakular bayin pek nakani katayo wanwan lada ila ban penbek ya ka bakuk kata Tiga kabiadai pat kiwai kimat isu ki bangilia submit lang man takasi dia nak kadang cogi 8 por nangi tong bahadu panaga diau yai in submit ya kiwai pat kimat kiba kum biadai pat kiwai terdeng lesan haki dukan dan ki bat kiwai pat ki benta ke nak kadang jong bangilia karan ya tai sani bah nak kadang cogi ong balada in sasyak manta lada keladan katuk abdar makadan ka abdar nak kut kaba lakhang benbu ya katuk non tribal kiat apa mencai baju syak iki kali iki por balalai ti lada iong balada kakut kalasya in sabuk biang ya kan nikana tribal syakiat bansyak biang ya iki kali kanang bakan yarap kumdoban khangla kita kali kiba dei tak jung kiba jela
Da kejing sokya ke bajor halor kejing don jong dukan ke bajude ke jingdi duma hajan jong skol haga sing baar jong katayo ke FKJGP Baridwa Circle kalau jurep ikidukan bat kala maham teng e ki ba kimdai bande ki kenja jing bam ki basna no duma lem kumta ka seng kan le ke beteng e ada kalap bakirang yai beteng bande yaki da kejing sokya halor kejing don jong idukan ki bajude yaki mar basna no duma hajan jong skol Nagaliang gidong elam ke FKJGP Baridwa Circle haka khatar terek ujemang arajar arpuhundrio Kilalit jurep iki kato kani hidukan bat mana yaki bakem bit bandie yaki ne ki mar blasna no duma bat lada kilap kasengats kangkar dap yaki yakani lalap baga jinglet jurep jong ke FKJGP Baridwa Circle belailam do presiden u Dennis Nongrum lam bagi dikot adien begilayo iki jing ujor naki kimegi pa kumle tho du Dennis Nongrum loong bakini hidukan ki bejudie yakini ki mar blasna no duma kidi ki badan hajan ke school Savio Higher Secondary School but Little Star Higher Secondary School ha ka bana kaliang ka seng kale kendo ru iki principal jungi ni school bade kran ru halor kapang kabakta ki khna school Shuru na kaliang ka seng kala mana ya baro ki dukan ki badan hajan jungi school ka than Baridwa kana para bakin kerna ka badie yakini ki jat jingdi ki blasna no duma namar kini ka kta ki khna school kamtam kitu ki badang red kerta dan kebakerpat ru gidor barsnong ki bor pulet bat ki bor peniak distrik bantu klarlem halor kani kamat
Pi Baridwa General Circle ba ngiyo na mat lojong ba kidon di dukan mo ba di secret na tamboko na bukan kuai masa jong ka school jong ka Savio ba ti star ha ba kamdon ako 10 meter kamdon mat ka dukan jong dukan secret na dukan tamboko na mo so niwan man bukan yo principal ka Savio ba principal mo khang kini ki dukan mo nek leng seng jungi ro ba chen ang tangan he ba next time kin nyai ki ting jong ru jong principal na jong rong snong do nak leng seng ba sim jing e ba ha tam ban nga pat ru di musnong ban kit kya bo kit kya nam ta kan ban khang ki dukan ki jai dukan bule ban nga pat ru di musnong ba kit kya nam ta kan lada ki musnong kit kya de pat ki musnari ban kit kya hai ki bru ban kon ka infection ane snong jungi tang de kan snong all over riboi mo pej kata angatai leng sung
Da kajing temu ban penklan ya kayo kokot leng ba kajing penmi ya uksai rendia. Hagala sengi uble jeng katayo u menteri rang ba kejela u Konrad Kongkal Sangma. U la ple pat ba ya ka sailom kabade ka karkhanash nak sai rendia lane u eri silk kabadan haboy rembong ha ka distrik riboy. U menteri rang ba kejela Meghalaya u Konrad Kongkal Sangma ha ka khatwai trik ujemang arhajar arpun rio. U la ple pat ba ya ka sailom ka karkhanash nak sai rendia eri Haboy rembong haga distrik Riboy. Kum kesenjam ban penklan ya kayo kokot jong ka kampung kisai rendia, bat ban kersya ni ginong tanjan bat kinong ri kenyang rendia haga tan. Habakot iga Riboy kum ga donot jong ka kampung kisai rendia nala tenrai haga jela. Konrad Kongkal Sangma, ulong baga distrik election bentah haga rukom ka bakrau ban penlong ya ka Meghalaya, kum ganong penmi iki sop kenyang rendia. Kabuan baar, nagi ba penmi bon haga pertai. Ula kedau buksai, ubami nuknyang rendia, ubelatit rukum, uahim sa sel. Biasa kebajan bah kerukom, bat kalariti, kapateng bat kakamai kaji jigjat bendria hokal yang kejela. Menteri rang ba ulong ba kejingseng ya kasai luam kanirap man penklan ya kerukom treikam, ha kejing penmi uksai rendia Meghalaya. Daga bapenti kenai kejing kersyan kabakam ba, ya ki nongri kenyang rendia, bat ban penbahai kalat ban yo uksai ubabha, bat uba biang kador na kabentag ng tanjan. Ulong syok bagari boy kralong kabala slam bah kata kejakap pedeng jong kajing pemi uksai rendia agajela. Kajing seng ya kasai luam kan penklan ya kan kakam haba pun kuk boru ya kibriu ke badan bentah kan kakam. Haba kedau ya kajing long kongsan bah kajaka badan haboy rembong. Ulong ba kajing don kaboy rembong marjan bat kakat lingsun kalak ban play ki yo ki batamai na kabentak ki mar ba penmi na ki kasai rendia. Bat benang penklan rui kilat penyeso aga kayi kepateng bagi jing shalan ni gimar. Agni ke program Menteri Rang Ba ula IT ru ya kesong pisah ka balai pesan lak tengka hapok ka Prime Meghalaya scheme ban kersya ni kene kesenjam. Ka sarkar kalabuk jing temuru ban kentiu bagi jing penmi kesai rendia bat ban penmi mar nunuk sai komisi benta juga jing persyang ban kentiu ka kamai gaji akit hanong kendong. Kenang ta ban kentiu ya kalat sengkam sengjam bat ki karkhana tanjan nala tenrai ha Meghalaya.
Karindia, Kalong, Kajing Sarong, Yaka Jila. Friends, entrepreneurship has been at the core of what our government has been trying to do. Since the beginning, from 2018, we have believed that if Meghalaya has to transform, if we have to achieve the growth that we desire to see, it cannot just be the government working alone. We need enterprise. We need our entrepreneurs to thrive. If you look at any economy in the state, in the country, or in the world, the government is only a facilitator. It provides the opportunity. But it is the entrepreneurs and the people who take that opportunity and create and unlock value. And that is what leads to growth. And therefore, for me, Prime program was one of the first programs I started. And that is that experience of how I had to struggle as an entrepreneur made me realize that if I do ever get an opportunity, if God blesses me with an opportunity to serve our people, then it is entrepreneurship that I will push. I must congratulate Bawan Lam and his entire team for taking that step, for taking a calculated risk, for seeing the opportunity and creating value out of the opportunity. Before Bawanlam had started this project, all our different farmers, the silkworm farmers who were producing close to 7,000 of them, they didn't have a proper regulated market to sell their cocoons. Almost, as mentioned by Bawanlam, 500 metric tons, but it's almost close to 600 plus metric tons. So there was no organized market or sector. So our farmers were forced to sell the cocoon in barter system sometimes, not even for money, at the prices that the market and the traders used to offer. They didn't have any other option. They had to just surrender their cocoon. And only to again buy back the yarn from those people who used to produce yarn from those cocoons. That too at triple the price or 4 times the price. And now what Xylem has done, it has created now this opportunity, filled up this vacuum and gap that was present. And as mentioned by our friend who had just spoken before me from Nectar, that they have brought up a unit out here, one of its kind, in the country he's mentioning. If not in the country, at least in the region, I'm sure. There is now being able to give that opportunity to be able to sell the cocoons right here without having to send it outside, getting the right price for it. And most importantly, the weavers are able to then buy this product, the yarns produced out here, at a much more affordable rate than the rate that was being given by outside producers who were producing the yarn. And that is what entrepreneurship is all about, is to see the gap in the market, see the opportunity that exists, take that decision and take that risk and move forward in a way in which you will be able to help thousands of people. So I must congratulate Bawanlam and his entire team for the wonderful example that you have set, not just for the Aries silk farmers and weavers, but for the state as a whole. I always have believed, I mentioned, that entrepreneurship is the way forward for us. So where will the rest of the jobs and opportunities come? It will come from entrepreneurship. Whether it is through having a factory like this, or whether it's through the processing unit that we are just came from, where we are producing biochar, as well as we'll be producing processed ginger very, very soon. It's the biggest factory for ginger processing, organic ginger processing and spice processing in the entire Northeast is being set up right here in Riboy district. And like this, many, many other processing units being set up throughout the state. The purpose of all of this is to create the job opportunities that we so much require in our state. As I said, close to 60,000 new jobs every year are required, and the government alone cannot do it. It has to be the private sector. And that is why I'm so glad and happy once again that Bawanlam and his team have set up this unit. I think it's very noble on your part. It's not that you are asking only for yourself, but you're asking for the entire sector. And I think that is very, very appropriate and very noble, as I said, of you to think in that line. And so therefore, I'll be very happy to examine this. And rest assured, after seeing the kind of dedication that you have shown to the business and how you are helping so many people around you, I am highly motivated to support you even further. So rest assured, I will definitely look into this and definitely ensure that we take this forward. I will just look into the entire aspect, examine it, and I will, as I said, personally ensure that we move in that line.
Hashua bing ne kami gi kubor ke bedangsa ina phashua shipor shakini ki jingpan mana.
Kanda pi tarai kan ni kapisa. Kali jono kan ni. Ba ka hospital te kala ajkai nang ni.
Binti Ashwa hang ni hadu nda de por kamu.
Sister, hap siu kat no ma?
Ka sarkar kala siulut iki jing separo. Namar man ka way pa ka way ka minsim ka long ka koridor.
Hashua bangni kemi ki kubor ke badangsa ingin pekan mau biang ikimat bakongsan jong kubor mentah ketayo. Onyo kon biang uba Vincent H. Palai ki election MP shteng samoy na kapenta ka Shillong Parliamentary Constituency na keseng Kongres. Lepen kreak ke jela Meghalaya banle ke Special Intensive Revision. Kinong shong ke lapangap gitur sa Secretariat Bandawai Kahok bad ke jingada ke tan kapur. Kahima seorang ke pediang ki election JCM nomor kam dan ke jingi kini KCM hakane kahima. Ujor ejahar ukpai orang Bashnong bad VDP ke penter halor ke jingnya pukun jeng u. Lab ya kamet ba 4 laban itu nak ke krem doyong ha East Hills. Leo ba Preston Tunsong yang kesurok bad jingking thamai ha Umyam bypass. Bad pelat pad ba menteri rang ba ki khandai pesan tiligi kali ban penankam dagat tenat pulit. Ban pensok ya kelet kawan jogi pad ba kam tam ha ban plelat iki kali he bad iki bus night super ki bakit iki pad ba bakin sok kelet kawan syakadong ba Shillong. Kesorkar jela ha kesingi balang jo ketayo kala ple pad ba no e kesurok bad e jingkieng ke belatai thamai ha Umyam bypass.
Samangat General Salute Selamat Just
Ya kini kesurok baga jingkieng ke betmai kabadai ha ke Umyam bypass. Lapli ru sembut menteri rang ba ke jelau ba kemi akatanat PWD Roads and Buildings uba Preston Tunsong ha ka khalai trek ujemang arhajar arpun rio. Rengkat ke jingidan lang u Commissioner but Secretary katanat PWD usan J Goyal, u Chief Engineer ke PWD, Deputy Commissioner ke District East Khasi Hills but ADC ke Riboy, Superintendent ke Pulet jong East Khasi Hills bat Riboy, ki engineer bat ki officer sarkar ki nongelam shnong bat ki pat bat nong shnong. Laban ong ba ka jingshna ke sarkar ke surok ke badan ar kilometer tam bat ke jingkieng ke bajrong nyuk san mitar. Ke badan harum jong ke jaka ke bajuplaj nagadam site. Kadai hadian ba ke jingkieng hadam site kelas sedang senjor bat kam tam habal khang senon ya barok ki kali he ba ke niat na ke jingkieng. Kenang ba kan ombok jengma. Naduk bakang ye ki kali he baniat na jingkieng dam site ki bas night super kelah ban leng no aga banta ke basharum jong kepung Umyam aga ban penhiar ban kentiau gi pat ba nong lit nong wan bat kani klebu iki haga jing e kumta banta du koi pat kalat ke sarkar kelasna ke jingkieng bat ke surok nang bagi kali he kam tam e ki bas night super ki bakit ki pat ba ki belet chiwe pat ki jela ki nyo kalat ban let bat ban wan shado ka ISBT ke badan hamaulai mauyong ha Shillong.
Ki bus, ki nak super, ki truck, ki heavy loaded vehicles mo, ki klem yo so ban, ki klem yo so ban let daw ni usurok, ka por ka lakta, ka jinglot jingsep, yo malik ro, yagi tu kali lene ki kali ki motor, ki kali he lene ki bus, kala kam lut so namar ha jaka ban let nane ban po sa Shillong ni hap pendon kam yun usurok bypass ter kumne ban let na morong keneng ban po sa Shillong ban kit kita kitiar kita rene ki boss pat ki bon ba kiyeng hangte hapo damsaj hangte namar bali ka daw kolong ba kimlong sore ban yat na gani ka jingking namar kadon ka jingthot igani ka jingking lene kala akut ya ka snem lene ka orang ti ka jong ka kumala ai ka company nat do ki por manchwan ne mandai tengah kene ka por nga so ban ai kublei i deputy chief minister jongi ka jingyo i jingai ka jongi bat ka government ka jongi kila penmi ya kene ka jingking kenang ban sok kini ki bus lene ki kali he ki heavy loaded vehicle ban yat na uni usurok nane sangmat nga tarai ki bus ro ki kala kam sok ban yat ki kali ra sulat bat kam tam kate ka ISBT ka jongi kanam long sore ka bakenja kan long no ka bahui hui nadok nane sakmat dalalat yo ni ujingking yo ni usurok namakat kini ki por ki bladep ni ka ISBT ka jongi ro ha ngi so tho ka jakayeng jong ki bus ki bawan ki per ki state ki jela tambah kalong kenja no namar ba mlong re ban yat tementa ikan mas kem ni sakmat kan long functional ba but ngas kan long functional ba but sa gawero ngayos nyo ka government kamudra no ya kan ka DTO office ro sine sa po building jong ka SBT tengah so banai kublei sar preston tensong iblayo ijngai bat ke department ke jong i bala ayu ni ujingking nene sakmar kan long ka yat ka yeng ka besuk
almost 2 years now, we were not able to allow the commercial vehicles to ply over the main check dam bridge due to so many reasons and recommendations made by the experts and the technical teams. So on the basis of that, we have to do the restriction. During the course of the restriction, a lot of requests, a lot of complaints reached to the government from different channels, requesting the government to find out alternative, to find out ways and means, and also to make sure that the traffic movement towards Shillong or outside Shillong should be to the nearest distance like before. So on the basis of that, we were trying to find out ways and means, and ultimately we identified that the temporary solution has to be created, and we decided to sanction this alternate bridge and also approach road, at least to shorten the burden of the stakeholders across the state. So friends, I'm so happy today. I think PWD has created a record that the project has started last year only. It's almost 12 months now. Today we are going to inaugurate this alternate approach, and I'm so thankful to the executive engineer of Omsning division along with his team for being able to complete this project before time. And I would also like to add, there are so many similar projects which we would like to make sure that the completion is on or before time always.
Banyale ban pen ko bor ki pulet ba kan la ban ki jing shakri ke bakam ba ya ki pat ba. Ha ke sipale jung tayo la plat pat ba ya ki khandai pusan teli ki kali ki ba ki pulet ki nyo ban penon kam. Ha ke jing elang ke bela penlong ha police officers mess ha golf links ha kanong ba shalong. Ya kini ki kali la plat pat ba do menteri rang ba ke jelau konrad kongkal sangma rangkat ke jing don lang ka director general ki pulet ke jelai kong ai nong rang ki he officer sarkar ki he pulet pat ki we Katanat pulet gejelak latihat kendai pesan teligi kali ke bakan top ya nyop kendai teligi kali Kini belatih nak kasong pisah bela air ke sarkar pedang hapo ke Central Assistance to State Police Scheme. Kini kali barang syutit themai ki kentobi arpo teli ki Maruti Jimny kat kendai teli ki Tata Truck ban ket ki Pulet san teli ki Mahindra Mini Truck kat kendai teli ki bus ban ket ki Pulet ke badan ka jaga syong hado arpo teli shpo teli ki bus baket Pulet ke badan jaga syong nak benta arpo sawut prateli ki bus baket Pulet ke badan jaga syong palai pun rewat bat prateli ki Tata Yodha nak benta ke CID. Ukondat kongkal sangma ulong bagajing penne syong sok syong san kalong ko bakong santam jong kono sarkar. Bagajing ko jingmut ban penklan ya gajing pentri kam ya kaan om tang ha ka ketien hendai digi kam. Ule pen pauru ya gajing tung kam ya palat lai hajar ngut ki Pulet ha ki jaka balat theli la slam ha. Bakani ka pen ya gajing ko jingmut jong sarkar ban pentikna bagi bor Pulet kidani ki breu bat gajing kersan ka badan kam ban pendap hok ya ka kamram jongki. Habagro Shpang gajing kenat berangshan halapangap ke distrik West Gentle Hills. Ukondat kongkal sangma ulong bagi Pulet idan kebenta ke bakongsan ban penti kena gajing syongsuk. Bat gajing jai-jai hakatan kat bak sarkar kerang yai beteng ya gajing keren bat kikin hon na Asam. Ha kabede bak gajing ya penbed ya ki kam kaput. Badulai ku bleiru ya ke Director General ki Pulet ke jelai kong ai nongrang bat ka kenhon ju ibro kawai. Na kebenta gajing trish tom bak gajing kot jingmut ban penti kena ya ka syongsuk syongsan ha ka jela.
Have given an additional 95 vehicles to the police force to be distributed in different districts. And this is in continuation with our state government's commitment to ensure that we are able to maintain law and order and support our police forces and enhance their capability and strength. So whether it's manpower, recruitment, whether it's the infrastructures at the grassroots level in outpost and police stations, whether it is the training of our police force, or whether it is logistical support like vehicles and also different ammunition and other equipments that are required. In all areas, our government has been supporting the police force to enhance their capability so that they are able to perform their duties in a much more efficient manner, which will ultimately, of course, benefit the people of our state.
So also your thoughts on the attack in Manipur, so on the church leaders we can discuss.
We have condemned the attack. Any kind of violence is something that from our party side is completely unacceptable. And the way it was done and the way the church leaders were attacked and the loss of lives that was there is something that we have highly condemned as a party. And we urge the state government as well as the people of Manipur that we need to ensure that violence must stop and we must continue to work together, as a society to work towards bringing back peace in the state of Manipur, as Manipur has been suffering for a very long time. And if we do not have peace, we will not be able to move towards bringing back normalcy in the state of Manipur.
So border talks, any timelines?
The new government has just been sworn in Assam, and therefore let a few days pass. I will communicate with Honorable Chief Minister Assam, and we will definitely take the discussion forward soon.
Te parlok da ketua ngila poi syukur bakut syukur tup kubor jengi mentah kejan miet. Ngin se syambiang wat pilih syam tayo kejuk kesngi bat ha kejuk kopor. Kublai syukur ni kopor jengpi. Jackson.